I've worked for a lot of women in my life.
I bet you have. Anything we can discuss right now?
And, you know, it's tough sometimes because because you never know.
You expect so much or what?
No, you don't know who is really a hard worker or who is this there on their looks. You know what I'm saying? You know, for an easy ride, because we just did a story about the fact that a woman cannot make it these days simply on her looks alone. Vikki is not a testimonial of that. She's the antithesis of that because she's a very beautiful lady. Plus, she's been very successful in business. And I'm just proud to be a part of it, proud to be associated with it. Because, well, you see this right here? I can do this on the job. And, you know, I feel real good about that.
They wouldn't let you do this at KCBS, though.
No, Joanne and Ronnie would have fired me a long time ago.
What about Seraphin?
Seraphin? Never got the chance to find out. Vikki on the one hand, on Neptune, Jim, firmly planted. So we have something in between. And you know what? Those things in between are the best things in the world, right? Huh? Good luck.
If you understood that, you're in bigger trouble than I thought.
I'll start that.
Do you think the pressure of working for Vikki Liviakis, do you think that contributed directly to putting you in the hospital?
Well, that's hard to say. Yeah, I would think so. You know, all those croissants building up in your stomach and the quarts of coffee, you know, it does something to your system after a while. You need a little break from it, but...
You think it might be her doing those midday casts, all that pressure?
There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure. You know, it's hard to put it into words, but, you know, pressure's always there. It's something you got to learn to live with, or you're out. You're out the door. If you can't take the pressure, go paint mailboxes or something, you know.
She's a stylish gal. God knows she spends a fortune on clothes. She makes the rest of us look shabby. But once in a while, I'm sure, you know, when she comes into work, maybe she's a little irritable. Maybe sometimes she needs a pampering. Okay? I mean, I don't know.
It helps when you don't have to get up till 10 o'clock.
That could be true. I don't know about those things. I am a working gal. I'm on the job at 6 o'clock in the morning. Vikki lays around, you know. She sort of sleeps in and then she goes shopping, as far as I know. I don't know what she does in the news department, but I think she spends a lot of the time at the hairdresser because I go to the same hairdresser that she does. And I think you probably noticed the similarity in our hair, okay? This is Bernard at Transitions, Vikki and I. Okay, the same hairstyle, but I work a lot more than that gal does. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Well, you know how I always get shy when people point these in my face, but I'll do my best. All I have to say is anybody that would give me a job has got to be a pretty decent person. And I just want to thank you for all the swell assignments you've given me, interviewing all the perverts in town. And as long as there's perverts in town, I'll interview them for after a minimum. But how about interviewing you, Mike? Nobody's interviewed you yet, Mike.
You want to interview me?
Yeah.
Hey, Vikki is a great gal. I'll tell you, Vikki, I want to tell you, am I right or am I not right?
No, you're
I
right.
told you to take that job. I told you to take that job to be news director. Hey, huh? Nothing, no problems. It's the greatest decision you ever made. I mean, I'm telling you. Next, you know, Inorani made a big deal out of it. You know, she went all the way to the network in New York, and you're following right in Joe Inorani's footsteps. I can see that right away. I mean, you start not to come in until about 10 o'clock. That's the first thing, you know. From now on, you can't miss. So you go right to the top. Good work, kid.
Vikki, you're the greatest in the world. I'm very proud of you. And Jim, you're a good man. Best of luck to you.
Only when you were my supplier did I ever.
I mean, you're only working weekends, you know. I mean, I know. How do you arrange that? You know?
I go in and then this, you know, and then I got to pay my bills and I got mouths to feed, man. I live in the ghetto. I have to pay these people, and I have a lot of life insurance, and I'm going to disappear soon. Fuck you. I can do that. I'll never be back here again. It's on tape. I can't see.
How about a couple of words for Vic and Jim?
Kung Fu. 2 words. Good luck. Best of luck, and I hope that you make out better than most people. Excuse me. Most people do with this kind of action. Thank you. Let's get Joanne.
To who? To who?
How's my son doing?
Who?
Who's the cameraman?
Vic and Jim. Don't be late. Don't be late.
With what?
Cryptic. They know.
She speaks in parables.
Forked tongue. You know, I almost got fired today because I suck. Is that a reason to fire someone? No, I ask you. Let's ask. I am? Oh. Come here, wipe me off. Wipe me off, Charlie. Charlie knows the truth, don't you? Go ahead, have some. That herpes has been acted up for about 2 weeks now. Vic and Jim, take a look. Could we have a close-up? Zoom in on Charlie's eyes, or perhaps he'll zoom in on yours, okay? Your dad has one more thing to say to the microphone. He's a little worried. He's finished with the drug paraphernalia now. He's put it all away, so it's okay. Oh, you want the microphone and the camera. Dad? Can you say Dad? Never mind. Don't ever learn the word Dad. Why don't you just call him Capen? Charlie.
No. Jim. Just remember, Jim. Where's the lens? Where's the red light? Just remember, Jim. If it wasn't you, it would have been me.
I'm touched deep to the core of my soul, wherever it is. And
when we find it,
truly, for the first time in my life, I really felt speechless. So in order to overcome the obstacle, I think I'll make a speech. Jim, really, I take it back. Well, I guess, Mike, we have witnessed somewhat of a renaissance of the child-bearing.
I think it's the baby boom is born again, from what I understand.
But also the institution of marriage. What do you say about the fact that so many of us here today have actually gone through and tied the knot?
Well, we've actually done it. Bliss is the keyword. Keyword here is bliss.
Bliss.
Okay.
Is that what we can look forward to?
Bliss. No, really. Completely bliss. You messed with the wrong guy.
How reassuring, Michael.
Bliss. No, really. Bliss.
This only happens once in a lifetime, right? What, 2-3 times at the most. At most. And you got to make the most of it.
The longest I've ever seen you spend on the story that didn't have a network buy it.
I do feel that, people showing up here in all walks of life. We got Joel Camisher, Dave McQueen, Scott Lewis, Jay Dornacker. And you know what? Nobody was fucking late today. Listen to this.
It's a harpy.
Look at that.
Okay, tell us when you're going to snap. Tell us when you're going to snap. Tell us when. Okay,
Wait,
so we sing.
Smile.
Sing, Dean.
It's a hell of a deal, a hell of a deal,
a hell of a gosh darn deal. A hell of a deal, a hell of a deal, a hell of a gosh darn deal. A hell of a deal, a hell of a deal, a hell of a gosh darn deal.
It's going to take me a month to get back.
Hell of a gosh darn deal. Did you hear that? There, folks.
Thank you very much.
I would like to know how you sleep on a typewriter with police radios blaring out, calls of people being murdered, accidents, and you can sleep through it all.
I don't know. It's because I love to sleep. I think I might be pregnant.
Sleep is your life, right, Jane?
No, sleep isn't my life, but I just can't. I just sleep every chance I get. I love it. I love the feeling.
You said you might be. You might be pregnant.
I love the sound of the typewriter when it's quiet.
You said that you might be.
Brad, isn't this so gosh darn spontaneous, huh?
You have the ability to knack, it seems like, to kind of not be there, but still be there at the right time in the right place.
That's right. That's what I call survival. To not be there and yet still be there.
All right, this is the last chance for you two. You can walk away from it now and nobody will be upset, or you can go through with it. What'll it be, folks?
Now, does he look casual?
No.
Look at that. Cigarette in hand. Just give him the blindfold. That's all he to me. It looks polished. It's polished.
No, really, I mean, you're the same person who once told me, never get married, if I remember it correctly. What made you change your mind?
I never said that. Never. No, you're talking about the wrong Vikki Liviakis. That was a Vikki Liviakis of another planet.
So, the next time we visit this couple, we'll be in divorce court again with Mr. and Mrs. Liviakis. What is your last name, Jim?
Liviakis.
Liviakis. Thanks for being with us.
Being there is my favorite thing to do because
If you're not really there, if you're not who you be, then who are you? Is the question I...
Why am I here tonight? I have this thing about wrapping paper. I like to be around wrapping paper. I knew there would be some tonight.
Being in, around, wrapped up.
You notice how everyone has left the room, and I am going to... Would you like to come with me over to this wrapping?
I'll go with you. Here, I'll just put this microphone down.